Well, so please make sure that the period that's remaining for the show, you get interactive. We have our WhatsApp platform. So 0540109009 is the number. Make sure you give us more of your comments. And we also told you we'll bring you some exclusivity to some spoken word actions. And we're going to have some artists in the studio to tell us what the whole aspect of what they do is about and how that also dovetails into the season. But in the meantime, we do have Na Ajele Doku. She's going to be my partner for the next 1 week right here on the show.
You must be excited about that one.
I am.
Why?
I already love you, Offset. So this one I think that makes it cool. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing this morning?
Chala
I like
day.
your colors though.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's good that you've noticed. Well, so we have to do the newspapers. Which ones are your handles on social media?
At Ajele Doku is Twitter and Instagram, and on Facebook is Najele Doku.
Wow, Charlie. Okay, so please can you go through the newspapers we
So
have?
I'm picking up the new publisher. Mahama can't beat me, Nanado declares. And that's one. And there's one on Enimyeboa facing vetting committee today as minority takes U-turn. And then there's a very bad story. A trotro collides with trailer, several persons injured. And that's something we need to talk about today. Yes. Daily Guide. We will win 2020. 72 promises fulfilled, says Dana N. Baumia. And then Akufo-Addo pledges peaceful elections. Minority snobs EC budget and Turkish contractor Claire.
That story. That story. Is that not the same story that the minister was happen about shouting and
You gotta tell me more about
apparently
that.
the Turkish contractor was not in the wrong at all.
Really?
But he's been cred.
Yeah, he's been he has been cleared.
He's been cred.
Oh. So let's look for something
Clay,
in the
rough.
centers. Oh yeah, and I like this one. We will win 2020. You should check
Okay.
this one out. A beautiful one. There.
The caricature.
Yeah, I like that one with Nana and everything. 9 lessons and carols.
Who are the
Isn't that
characters
beautiful?
you think?
There's Akufo-Addo, there's Mahama, there's Johnny Jikumka, Kufo, and my favorite Rollins, my man.
Warrens. All right. So we do the center spread as well. So do the
Yes,
center spread for
I'm
me.
looking for some-
Usually we call it a news one pullout of the
I
daily.
just saw this interesting one. Kufo praises Nana.
Yeah, it was part of the coverage of the National Delegates Conference of the MPP. That was also not only convened at the Trade Festival, we also carried it live, and so many of our viewers had some exclusivity.
So
to
there's a story that says new EC boss engages staff.
and this is the center spread.
Yes, it's
yeah,
center spread.
The news
And
one
this
pullout.
one says VRA to extend power to Mali. That's a new one.
Yeah, but we've always been extending power to our neighbors, especially those just across the borders. Over the period, we've done it since independence. Mainly when the Akosombo came into stream, was inaugurated by the first president of the Republic. So we've done quite well, creditably.
Yeah, we have. And I think it's something we should
I
applaud
think
ourselves
we've
for.
even done as far as Benin. Yeah, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Then,
it's not something that we're not accustomed to.
okay, so on the back page of the Daily Guide is GTF gets new scribe and Kotoko lick hats to lift press cup. That's
The lick.
The lick.
Back page of the Daily Guide. Kotoko, can you read that again?
Kotoko lick hats
the
to
lick.
lift. Yeah, the lick.
Lick.
Oh my God.
No, nobody saw you there.
And that says go paperless. Vice Pres tells clubs. I'm sure he was there for the cup match. And another one, Liverpool passed another test. Liverpool. Oh, this weekend I couldn't watch any football.
Well, they were crowned the World Club champions.
Oh my God, I am dead.
So
I
we
bet
have the
with
World
somebody, I'm
Club
going to be in
Cup.
trouble with that one.
Yeah,
very
so
soon.
usually it's the representatives of those who tend to win the Champions Leagues on the various continents.
Oh,
Yeah.
good
So
for Liverpool. And
yeah,
I
they
hope
played.
win
I think they
Premier
played the
League.
finals against Flamengo. And Flamengo is in South America,
Okay,
so
yes.
it helps.
So you can imagine, and
Chale,
that's so
chale.
tough with the
It
football.
means that they've crowned the year successfully. They have a bit of backlog of matches in the EPL.
Let's see what happens in the EPL. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah,
Oh God,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so against it. So the finder, our record deserves a second term. Nanado appeals to voters. CIMG calls for sanity in 2020 electioneering campaigns. And there's Baumia cut sword for 38-kilometer Bichim Barrier Ejuafo road project. I beg your pardon. And that's the story on the front page of the Finder. And in the Daily Statesman says, take NDC back for what? That's the question. The opposition wants to return to power for power's sake, says the president. And this one said, turning the tide of obesity, researchers to map a health strategy.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
It's a worry, a constant worry that we tend to have.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't eat well, and then before you know it, you tend to have.
We'll discuss that
depending
on what we have to do this morning. But
good.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done with my papers.
Okay.
What about yours?
Very swift. In a space of 3 minutes.
Oh, I got one more though.
Yeah.
This one says, Economy Times, money supply slow, and government causes 720 million loss for delaying relocation of car power ship. Government likely to miss GDP growth target of 7.1%.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so the back page, we have the interbanking interest rate dropping by 103%. And then, yeah, that's it. That's one of the major topics there. Well, and what do you have?
We also have the daily graphic, Ghana's foremost news daily that we have. It seems to be bulky. It's not 96 pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of reading.
A lot of reading. For those who read it, we tend to read it as often as we can. It's been well designed for the Christmas. So it has on the front page, give me 4 more years. President Akufo-Addo appeals to Ghanaians. Has an inserted picture or pictures of the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who yesterday was also chanting, 4 more for Nana, 4 more for Nana.
Oh,
it shows that nobody will contest him.
Are you sure?
I think that's by inference, what he's saying. Nobody will contest him. Okay. And I think it makes a lot of sense not to contest a sitting president. You will lose woefully and incur the wrath of members of the party. So make sure you don't try it. Okay, so we have President Akufo-Addo addressing MPP supporters at the rally at the Trade Fair side. That's the insert there. But also has pictures or the picture of the members of the party who they're cheering. And the T-shirt says forever young. They said the president is forever young.
Really?
4 more for Nana.
Wow, congratulations to him on that one.
So give me 4 more years. President Akufo-Addo appeals to Ghanaians. The story is filed by Donald Atodapatim and Chris Nunu of the Daily Graphic. Also on the front page of the Daily Graphic, we have MPP takes stock of performance, holds delegates conference. That story is on page 60. That's why it's bulky. No wonder it's bulky today. Oh, it's also full of a lot of promos or adverts. Exclusive adverts all for you, please. Just in case you don't know which of your brands have adverts in the Daily Graphic today, please make sure you get a copy. It will be interesting to get to know. Also took a swipe at the NDC. The story says, and then he gave assurances of how his government has been good so far, and also said free SHS is a trump card. And I was listening to him, couldn't watch the video, but I was listening to him on radio, and he was saying that there were always naysayers, his opponents, and specifically referring to the NDC, since he started trumpeting how he wanted to make education at the second cycle level free from 2008, has always had the backlash, and now they are not commenting on the fact that it's not possible. They are saying that if they come, they'll review the policy. And he said, why come and review a policy you were first not interested in? And I thought that was a good job at the NDC at the end of the day when it comes to how you need to communicate towards your opponent. So, Baumia also on the economy said that, well, the NDC had not managed the depreciation or the CD well, and so it depreciated by 18%. But they have managed the depreciation well, so it's only depreciated by 8% year to date.
I remember what
I don't know. I don't understand what he said though. But
well, you just asked them that how can they manage the economy better than
because
we have?
depreciation is depreciation. But so that's what. So let's go to the center spread. So you go to the center spread. Okay. Has the stories that invest in social sector to achieve SDGs. SDGs are the Sustainable Development Goals. We also have KMA acquires waste handling bulldozer.
That's a good one.
Well,
we need to take care of ourselves with those things.
yeah, but look, the new way to manage waste is to make sure that you recycle. And I think that we need to move towards that step of recycling waste.
Yeah, I think so. It's high time.
Instead
especially
of
with
just
the plastic
dumping,
waste.
hipping the waste and trying to engineer a site, you have to recycle.
Yeah,
because
the correct
I
way to
think
go.
the white people, when you go to them, they
do.
have wrappers,
Bottle, yeah,
different
a
for
glass,
bottle.
yes.
Yeah. I don't know how we can do it.
We can. It's possible.
Is it
Because
done
with
in Ghana?
with the sachet wrappers, people are already doing that.
Yeah.
They put that together, and people even have to sell it back. So if we started with sachet water, you can see how simple with bottled water and sachets. We can continue to do that.
Yeah, I think also is the problem with the way we generate waste, and once we all live in homes, and I don't know how we can desegregate the waste at the level where we generate it.
I think we can.
We can.
It's all about the mindset. So if I have sachet water at home and plastic bottles, I know that, okay, I create a bag for this and I can put this here. So waste from things that I use for food, those things can degenerate in the ground, on the soil.
So how do you do? You dig a hole and put them in?
Not necessarily that. If
what do you do?
You could dig a hole. You could also put that.
Have a container and go and dump it somewhere.
Yes.
So because
as it gets it degrades, it becomes more of manure. You can use it in your grass or something to help the plants grow again.
Charlie, why you do biomedical science or something?
No, I like to read a lot.
Fantastic. You're reading very good. Don't be laughing. It's serious.
I know.
But I think that's the way to go.
I think
it's just
so.
that you cook banku at home.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I
so
love banku.
I see an oyen. What do you do?
Throw the water and dry it out. You know the
You
animals
throw it
like
where?
to eat.
That's the thing. The under.
The under.
Asieno.
You know the animals like to eat those things.
Which
Chickens,
animal?
Goats and stuff.
But we don't have those. We used to have them when we were
I
kids.
have neighbors that had that. Where I live, I have neighbors who have goats and cows. They
Okay.
have ducks and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you can give to them.
Yes.
Because even your dogs, if you go buy more food.
I don't have a dog.
More
at home.
food for dogs. That's why I'm asking you those ones.
Oh, well, you could try local foods with your dogs. You guys just want to pamper your dogs and buy them dog food.
No, I have local dog.
You have a local dog.
They chop everything. You chop for house. You open gate, you go come out, go here and come inside again. Local dog. Chai.
What's the name?
Local dog. Eh?
What's the name of your dog? Skippy.
I forgot to know. I don't like dogs. My kids. Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic has on the front page, the back page, so to speak. Keita wins President's Cup for Kotoko, beats Hearts 2-1. Was a good one. And it says defending league champions Kumasi Asante Kotoko extended their hold on the annual President's Cup to 6 after dispatching arch-rivals Accra Folk 2-1 in a replay of the September 8 rained-off match at the Babanyara Stadium. The match was called off 5 minutes into play at the same venue after both teams were tied on goalless. Now have won the trophy 4 times since it was instituted back in 2003, and to honor a sitting president of the republic. Okay, now let's go to the Ghanaian Observer. The Ghanaian Observer has on the front page, we will see another emphatic victory in 2020. The president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, assuring MPP supporters, according to the caption by the Ghanaian Observer. Also, no more Green Book roads, Vice President says, as Baumia cut sword for Benchmark Junction, Adjoafua Road in the Western North region. Kufuor route for Akufo-Addo. You want to do?
I said the Finder has the same
no,
story.
the same
as well.
story,
Yeah.
okay. And then Ghanaians will vote in peace, freedom, according to the president. And they are saying they are taking a break. They'll be back on January.
Yeah.
Hey, January 13. Okay. So we have the back page of the Ghanaian Times there. So the back page of the Ghanaian Times, a story. The Vice President Baumia, the Ghanaian Observer says Baumia, that's Vice President Baumia launches new Ghana football season after reforms, and we have to again be thankful to the new administration of the football setup we have, led by Ket Okreku. And Steve Cooper hopes Ayew stays, and you know he scored over the weekend as well. Was very good.
Good
was
for
given
him.
man of the match as well.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
This weekend I couldn't watch any EPL match. You know, I was shopping and doing.
You were
everything.
shopping, Charlie. Were you part of the people causing the traffic in town?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's look at The Independent newspaper has on the front page, public debt will hit 63% of GDP end of year. The IMF. I don't know whether we should be scared about this.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Anyway, we've stabilized the economy, reduced suffering. Dr. Baumia, that's a good one. We've seen some stability in the economy. The thing is that it needs to trickle down. It's at the top. I was wrong. FDIs, the inflows are good. All the numbers say that everything is good around us. It's just that Ukujoma yeah. Roads Minister wins the admiration of Rawlings. Roads Minister wins the admiration of Rawlings. He did what Rawlings would have done. But where's the story?
Which one is that? Daily
Guide. So whilst Roads Minister is being admired by Warrens, the page 6 story of the Daily Guide says that it has turned out that the Turkish contractor putting up the structure which made the headlines last week was acting lawfully and not in contempt of court. Okay? And it continues. The Association International School had earlier filed an application for contempt proceedings against the contractor for allegedly ignoring a court order to stop work until a determination of a case it had instituted against it. The court ruling signed by Mrs. Olivia Obeng Owusu, a High Court judge, had allowed the contractors Cast Plus Limited and ANO to finish the construction of the reinforced concrete retaining walls. Then all of a sudden, the residents were complaining, so the minister went there.
That's a good thing to do. In other countries, people in states...
the thing is that...
Go onto the...
Look, they have constructed 22 floors. Because before you construct 22 floors, you dig down.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah? You dig down.
Yeah.
So you dig down several feet.
That means it's going to affect the other
nobody
buildings.
saw them digging down. They raised first floor, second floor, third floor.
Okay.
22. Hey! Roads Minister Way Ball, admired by Rawlings. But court says that Charlie, contractor is right. Let's see.
Arrested immediately. The contractor, all those working here must be arrested immediately.
It doesn't make sense.
Look at this. Look at this. And you destroy the road. Destroy the road. The public road. In which country can this be allowed? In which country can this be allowed? In your own country, can anybody do this? It's madness. It's madness. The owner of this property is not bigger than this country. The owner of this property is not bigger than this country. Even the president of the republic, with all the executive powers in his hands, can't do this and won't do this. What kind of indiscipline is this? And we sit in this country and allow this nonsense to go on. With impudence, you enter into the road corridor, creating inconveniences to all those who use this stretch of the road. You have destroyed the road, and you think you have the power to do that? You should be arrested and prosecuted. It's national security here. Yes, this man must be picked. Please pick him. Pick him. And arrest him. Put him.
So the minister was ranting for nothing.
Oh, but he made a point. He made a point. No, but he made a point. And I like the fact that he went out there to check if things work.
I think for publicity's sake, the minister made a point.
Publicity?
Yes. Because you see, if the thing is not supposed to be done, it doesn't have to be done. Do you understand? So it means that somebody is not doing his work. I'm not saying what the minister did shouldn't have been done in circumstances where the contractor was flouting a regulation. If the contractor had a permit, and I'm sure that he had a permit,
Maybe he did, but you know how people...
Master, we did Ghana. You can have a permit, even though where you are building is not right. Yes. But you have a permit.
That's what I was talking about.
So we look, we have many Ramsey sites bordering either side of the Accra-Tema motorway. But people have bought those lands. The people who bought those lands are not you and I.
No.
We can't, we just didn't get up to buy large acreages of lands for factories and
no, we just bought it for housing and other stuff.
Exactly. So we have to be realistic about it.
Definitely.
Anyway, so we have to move on. Meanwhile, we have to congratulate the Vice President for managing the economy well.
So we're going on.
Now let's go online.
Yeah.
And this is what we decided to do as we prepare for the myjoyonline.com page. We'll hit town with the Vice President saying that everything is well with the economy. We've stabilized the economy, reduced suffering. I ask you, the ordinary Ghanaian, what it means. We'll open the phone lines as well. I think I can indulge the patience of my producer to open the phone lines. But can we do the headlines?
So the first one is Sammy Jamefi to honor CID invitation on Monday. That's today. That's today. He's going to honor this. And then disrespectful curse invoking members will be punished. That's John Boydie to NPP. That's the General Secretary of the NPP. 25% of newly trained teachers not qualified. National Teaching Council. That's what it says. That's the other topic. The other heading. Separated conjoined twins express gratitude to Rollins 20 years after surgery. I read on the story yesterday. I really enjoyed the whole thing. So Rollins paid for their surgery when they were born. They were born together. They were Siamese twins, and he paid for it. Made sure the surgery went
personal.
through.
I'm told
that was, I think, in 1999, and they came back to say a big thank you. So beautiful they are, and I think it's a beautiful thing to do. Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Our next headline says Ghanaians naturally love MPP. Spread our good works. Kufuor urges party members. Ooh. And our next headline says second injunction application hits Afro Nation Festival. And there's a whole lot of controversy with this one. We'll get into it. I'll get you some more info.
You have a lot of info about it?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. And I'm sure Becky will bring us more on that one too as well. 2019 MPP Delegates Conference in pictures. So you can see all of that on myjoyline.com.
I saw an interview that the chairman of the Ashanti region MPP had.
Untumi.
Yeah, it's so nice.
And our final headline says,
I like him. He's a nice man.
NPP government will push Ghana to ranks of developed nations. That's coming from ex-President Kufuor. Our top story says we have stabilized the economy, reduced suffering. Dr. Baumia.
Yeah, we'll hit the phone lines with this.
Very soon.
Open phone lines. We've stabilized the economy. I think the numbers speak good about because if the numbers were like this, we wouldn't have gone to the IMF under John Dramani Mahama. That's true.
Mr. President, we've reduced suffering. We've reduced the suffering of a lot of parents by doubling the capitation grant. We are absorbing the waxy registration fees, and we are absorbing the fees for postgraduate medical training. And we have also restored research allowances to our people. We are relieving the pain of sickle cell sufferers through the introduction of a drug like hydroxyurea. We are employing more disabled people for our toll booths. 50% of our toll booths are manned by disabled people. I could go on, but the point is that we have implemented social interventions that have reduced the suffering of our people. I have challenged the NDC. They should give us one.
Well, good, but yet to date, the depreciation from Friday, or up to Friday, we had from the Bloomberg terminal indicating some 14.3% depreciation. What does it mean? We also want to open the phone lines, let you in on the conversation, because now it's $1 to 5.77 Ghana cedis. Well, but we're also being told that the economy has been managed well and everybody should be comfortable. Perhaps if you're not seeing it, then you have a problem with how you're feeling and your eyes. But as an ordinary viewer, we want to ask you. So we're opening the phone line 03022 and then 116910. Again, 030 to 116910. Please make sure you call and react to what the Vice President was saying. Does it sync with how your livelihood is, and what does it mean? I mean, in reality. So the Vice President's comments is also occupying the front page of the Independent newspaper. Public debt will hit some 63% of GDP end of year. Also, we're being told by the IMF. You go to page 2 of that.
I think there's a similar story. Government likely to miss GDP growth target of 7.1%.
And you take a look at the International Monetary Fund saying that they have expressed serious concerns about Ghana's mounting public debt, saying the country is at high risk of debt distress. And we already have a
caller on the line.
Eugene from Swedru. Eugene, good morning to you.
Good morning, Roland. How are you?
Charlie Ade, what's up? You listened to the Vice President at the annual Delegates Conference of the MPP, didn't you?
Yes. I want us to be careful when every country will not be the same as it was 8 years ago.
Okay.
What the next systems and economies grew. So whenever state we're in, the government's time wouldn't be as J.J. Rollins' time wouldn't be as good. First time, the systems and the economies are good. So whatever we have as a country, the conditions and problems we were in 8 years ago would grow more by the factors surrounding us. So if the MPP is saying they have grown the economy better than the NDC, let's face fact and give it to them. They deserve the credit. We were in IMF. I finished school in 2012. I got a job in 2018 or 17 when MPP came, though it wasn't a government job. But the system, the economy then opened up for absorption of some of us. We are not having memory when they went to the IMF and told everybody in the country not to work and sit home and do some whatever thing we can do. No. So we should just understand that we should just appreciate that things have opened up far more than when the NDC were in power. And they are systems, they are plans. Whatever decision they took sent the country into danger. And Roland, you agree with me. Sometimes when you make these things, I feel like you are trying not to be truthful to the truth. Okay,
I don't make the statement. I'm not sure. I didn't make the statement for the Vice President. I'm saying that
yes.
I think that by editorial content, what we said, the Vice President has made a statement. So we say, you viewers, you should react to it. Does that sync with what you have been feeling by way of what you're living in your life? And you are giving your view. And I'm sure somebody else will give a different view or the same view. That's all.
Grateful.
It doesn't mean that it's my position.
Grateful.
Are we clear on that?
Grateful, but
Okay.
just that when we are examining certain indices, we all were here and we were witnesses. And Roland, you agree with me? We were witnesses that you were not employing. The government was not employing. Pay IMF conditions. Depreciation was bad. Things were worse. And now, at least, we are not in the IMF fund. We are employing. The NPP is employing. Things are moving slowly upward. We need to understand this and explain to people that we will not get it grocery with NPP. We will not get it with even any other president. Even if John Mahama comes, we will not be all that blossom. But it will take time. Because as the years come by, the systems open up, our population grows up, and so the complexities of life also increases. But when they try, we should just let them know that they have tried.
Well, thank you very much. The call from Swedru. And then also, please make sure that you keep calling. We have 030. We'll take the last call. And then we will go for a sports break. But, well, I'm being told that I have to... yeah. Well, you didn't monitor sports, yeah?
Well, this weekend... No.
Are you part of the betting syndicate? I joined the Telegraph group. Yeah.
I hate taking risk. Yes.
Okay.
So you did, and then what were your odds?
I don't know how to bet, so I'm just trying to see how it goes.
Rosie will help you with that one.
Okay.
I'll
go to her.
She's been in school these days.
Okay. I'm told the odds are good. So let's go for it. So you don't like the
betting? No, I'm not sure of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to win, so I don't put.
So if I win, you'll come.
Of course, we'll go party with our money.
We have to go for a break. And then when we come back, Benedict also will be here with the latest dose of sports. Stay with us.